Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the wait is finally over. We've finally seen Sarada use her Mangekyo Sharingan in the latest chapter of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. And just like many of us hoped, she has her own unique special ability. And no, it's not Amaterasu. It's been 2 years since Sarada first awakened her Mangekyo Sharingan, and fans have been dying to see what she's truly capable of. Well, in chapter 20, we finally got our answer, and today I'm breaking down Sarada's new Mangekyo ability based on everything we've seen in this chapter so far. Quick spoiler warning for Boruto 2 Blue Vortex chapter 20. If you haven't read it yet, proceed at your own risk. So during the battle between Team 7, the Sand Shinobi, and the Shinju Ryu, things took a turn for the worse. Ryu completely overpowered them, restraining everyone with his iron sand and demanding they hand over information on Boruto's whereabouts. But Sarada, she refused to sell Boruto out. That's when Yodo, the Sand Shinobi, tried to strike a deal with Ryu. She offered to use her enemy detection ability in exchange for him letting the others go. But Ryu wasn't having it. He straight up impaled her with his iron sand, piercing right through her stomach. As Yodo collapsed, she dropped some cryptic but crucial words to Sarada. She told her, "You don't even know yourself. You're subconsciously deluding yourself." Naturally, Sarada was confused, but Yodo clarified she was talking about the power that Sarada has been suppressing all this time. Then things got even crazier. Ryu used his iron sand to control Sarada's body, forcing her to remove her kunai and try to stab Yodo. And at that moment, Yodo pushed Sarada to awaken her true potential, telling her that she doesn't always have to hold back. She doesn't have to use her power only for the greater good. She's allowed to use it to protect someone special, and that person is Boruto. At that very moment, something crazy happened. Ryu's iron sand suddenly started peeling away from his captives, including Mitsuki and Araya. Sarada's kunai slipped from her grasp, and Ryu watched in shock as his own iron sand was being sucked into a tiny, mysterious phenomenon, something that looked like a miniature black hole, or perhaps a portal. Then Mitsuki glanced at Sarada, and what he saw, absolute chills. Sarada stood majestic, her Mangekyo Sharingan fully activated, her aura practically radiating power. Now, a lot of fans have already started comparing Sarada's Mangekyo Sharingan to Obito's Kamui, and honestly, it's a fair comparison. Both seem to fall under space-time ninjutsu, but here's the thing. Sarada's ability isn't just another Kamui ripoff. Unlike Obito's intangible warping ability, Sarada's Mangekyo Sharingan seemingly generates a miniature black hole, pulling in matter itself. So let's break this down. How exactly does her ability work, and what does this mean for Sarada's future power level? To fully grasp how insane this power is, let's first talk about black holes in real life. A black hole is one of the most extreme and mind-bending phenomena in the universe. It's essentially a distortion of space-time itself, so powerful that nothing, not even light, can escape its gravitational pull. We can't see black holes with the naked eye because they don't emit light. They literally absorb everything, bending and crushing matter into oblivion. What we can see, however, is the event horizon, the outer edge where everything gets sucked in, spiraling toward its inevitable fate. Now, if Sarada's ability truly functions like a black hole, that means she could be on a whole different level of power, capable of warping space, crushing opponents, and absorbing attacks into nothingness. Now let's talk destruction. A black hole isn't just some fancy space-time distortion, it's one of the most terrifying forces in the universe. And if Sarada's Mangekyo Sharingan ability is based on one, then we're looking at a game-breaking power-up. One of the scariest aspects of a black hole is its gravitational force, a pull so overpowered that literally nothing can escape it, not even light. And in this panel, we see Ryu in complete shock. His iron sand, something that should be fully under his control, is being ripped away from him. This tells me one crucial thing. Sarada can choose what her black hole absorbs. Think about it. If this were an uncontrolled black hole, Mitsuki, Araya, and the others should be getting pulled in too, but they aren't. That means Sarada's power is precise, targeting only what she wants to erase. Another nightmare-inducing aspect of black holes, spaghettification. It's exactly what it sounds like. When an object enters a black hole, it gets stretched and torn apart into infinity. This happens because the gravitational pull inside a black hole is way stronger than the gravity outside, creating a force so intense that objects get ripped apart molecule by molecule. And looking at this specific panel, we can literally see Ryu's iron sand getting stretched thin, distorted, and pulled into Sarada's ability, just like real spaghettification. That's terrifying. Now here's where things get really interesting. I believe Sarada's Mangekyo Sharingan ability is directly inspired by Japanese mythology, specifically the deity Amatekaro. Who is Amatekaro? A sun goddess with 6 arms. She levitates stars stars, planets, and comets at the center of her body, a black hole. According to prophecies, any planet, star, or celestial body that drifts too close to Amatakaro is doomed to destruction. So now you might be wondering, if Sarada has such a powerful ability, why didn't she just erase Ryu on the spot? There are a few logical explanations. The entire point of this battle is to retrieve the Thorn Soul Bulb, so killing Ryu immediately might have jeopardized their goal. If she had fully unleashed her black hole, she might have accidentally sucked in her own teammates, making her ability too dangerous to use carelessly. It's also possible that this is the first time she's truly using her ability, meaning she doesn't yet have full control over it. And here's the craziest part, this is only the surface of her power. If this is just one of her abilities, then imagine what her second MS ability could be. Sarada might have only scratched the surface of her potential, and as the upcoming chapters unfold, we're going to see the true destructive force of her Mangekyo Sharingan. To top it off, Sarada is bound to have an incredibly powerful Susanoo. I believe her Susanoo will have multiple hands and the ability to throw black holes like projectiles, similar to how Kakashi's Susanoo could launch Kamui-infused shuriken. If this turns out to be true, Sarada would easily place herself among the top tiers of the series. I've been wondering what kind of ability the writers have been cooking up to allow Sarada to stand on equal footing against Otsutsuki level threats, and from what we've seen so far, I can confidently say that her future looks incredibly promising. If she masters her Mangekyo Sharingan's black hole abilities and combines them with a multi-armed Susanoo capable of launching miniature singularities, she might just become one of the strongest Uchiha in history. And that, my friends, is why Sarada Uchiha's future is looking absolutely insane. With a Mangekyo Sharingan that harnesses the power of a black hole and the potential for a multi-armed Susanoo capable of launching miniature singularities, she's on track to becoming one of the strongest Uchiha in history. This ability doesn't just make her unique, it finally gives her the power to stand alongside Boruto in the fight against Otsutsuki level threat. If the writers continue to build on this concept, Sarada could very well end up one of the most broken characters in the Boruto era. But what do you guys think? Do you believe Sarada will develop multiple black hole based abilities? Will her Susanoo have even crazier powers than we imagine? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future Boruto content. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.